This is Hot in Palm Springs, spotlighting hot topics, influential people, and dynamic events across the Coachella Valley. Hey everybody, Nicholas Snow here with PromoHomo.TV, coming to you live on Thursday, May 14th, 2026 at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. But if you see this anytime before June 6th, 2026, and you are or can be in the Coachella Valley, then you're going to want to know about Pink Saturday 4. It's a benefit. And this episode really is all about the organization that is producing that event and that has empowered some causes that we know and love, such as the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial, as well as Let's Kick Ass Palm Springs. And the Pink Party 4 is going to benefit Mizell Center's Meals on Wheels. A lot of information coming up, very fun and very important. Plus, you're going to learn how currently effective at this moment, I personally, Nicholas Snow, and my public page have been banned from Facebook. PromoHomo.TV is a mission-driven online television network now streaming worldwide, spotlighting the people, stories, and culture shaping our LGBTQ+ community. To submit a spotlight, share a story idea, or shop mission-driven merch, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. That's PromoHomo.TV/empower. Find full episodes on the homepage of PromoHomo.TV. So on your screen, you can see the poster for Pink Saturday, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about it now. But I want to let you know that yesterday, this is live on the 14th of May. So on the 13th, I went to a beautiful home in Rancho Mirage for a presentation of checks that were raised at the last party this organization threw called Glitz and Glam. And the beneficiaries of those checks are Let's Kick Ass Palm Springs. ASS stands for AIDS Survivor Syndrome, and the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial, which many of you know a lot about. And the upcoming event, the Pink Saturday 4 on June 6th, is benefiting Mizell Center's Meals on Wheels. Presented by the Richmond Ermet Aid Foundation. That's the organization behind all of these charitable events. But Pink Party 4 is hosted by Robert Ayanian. It's the 4th annual celebration of all things pink, featuring premium cocktails, assorted wines, tasty appetizers, and entertainment by Keisha D. She's back performing after recovering from a stroke. We love her, and we're so excited for her progress. Also, Steve Knill, Bella DeBall, DJ Galaxy, Desert Studs, and A Cabbello. Yes, A Cabbello. And get this, for you fashionistas, you still have time to plan, because guests are encouraged to get your pink on for our Pretty in Pink contest. I don't know if Molly Ringwald will be there. And bring your boldest, brightest, and most fabulous pink looks to an evening designed to celebrate community, generosity, and joyful connection. So all of the information that you need to know about this event, I've just told you. Plus, in the comments associated with this video, I've put the ticket link. And I want you to know, I'm going to just put this up on the screen for you, that if you go to this website, REAF, REAF.org, you can find upcoming events. And if you click on that poster, underneath it is the ticket link. That's another way to find it. Coming up in the show, I still have that really beautiful presentation that happened yesterday, in which we learn a little bit more about Let's Kick Ass Palm Springs, and we learn a lot more about the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial. That is what is coming up. And as promised, I'm going to let you know how come I, Nicholas Snow, at the time of this live broadcast, am currently suspended from Facebook. Let me tell you, it's drama in real life. I want to thank you for watching and take a moment to thank my media partners. KGay 103.1 Palm Springs. Ask your smart speaker to open KGAY. GayDesertGuide.lgbt. The Palm Springs Post, locally owned neighborhood news. And Pink Media. Find them at pinkmedia.lgbt. PromoHomo.TV is a viewer-supported online television network. For exclusive content, pledge as little as $10 a month at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. Now let's hear from some of my very generous patrons.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Sanlow.
And I'm Kelly Watson. We love supporting PromoHomo.TV and Nicholas's work. The importance of LGBTQ media cannot be overemphasized.
And Nicholas makes this world a better place for all of us.
So here we are. I've told you all about Pink Saturday 4, so I'm removing that. So as I mentioned, this is May 14th, 2026 when this is going live. The evening of May 4th, I received notification on my mobile phone that my account had been suspended by Facebook because of alleged human exploitation. I know for a fact I've done none of that. If one of my posts might have been interpreted that way, it was an error. And what I think happened is that a hater somewhere out there that disagrees with me in one way, shape, or form falsely reported a post. So I went immediately and I used the availability. I'm going to open up this. I should have had this prepared. I want to just tell you what I get every time I go to Facebook. So I went to Facebook and I clicked on the appeal process and I was taken to a screen. And when I go to the screen, when I went to the screen, I had a couple of buttons to press. And then I was required to shoot a video of myself to prove that it is me who's associated with the page. And then I got a message. This was the evening of the 4th, so maybe it was after midnight by whatever time frame they use. But it says, you submitted appeal on May 5th, 2026. Check back here for the result. Your account is not visible to people on Facebook and you can't use it. Well, my public Nicholas Snow Facebook page, I believe, still is visible. I don't know if it's true that my account is not visible. So here's what it says. It usually takes us just over a day to review your information. That was 10 days ago. If we find your account does follow our community standards, you'll be able to use Facebook again. If we find your account doesn't follow our community standards, it will be permanently disabled and you won't be able to appeal again. So I believe that I have been mistakenly identified for suspension. It could have been originated by a hater. Due process was communicated as to happen within about a day, and 10 days later, I'm not in that space. So what I ask you to do is share this episode everywhere you want to on Facebook, because I want people to know about the events that I'm talking about and the organizations I'm talking about. And I want people to know they can find me right here at YouTube, and other social media links are listed at PromoHomo.TV. So thank you for that. Now, with that said, let's get back to the wonderful event that I'm going to bring you coverage of that happened yesterday. So There was a party about a month or so ago. It was the Glitz and Glam house party where funds were raised to present to the important organizations I've mentioned. And the Glitz and Glam event was hosted by Stephen Campbell, Rock Hall, and Cameron Elise Parker. Now, I was going to go to that event. I was credentialed, and I called in sick. Now, the reality is I wasn't physically ill, but I like to share my mental health challenges. And I just had this intense bout of social anxiety. And I just knew for my own self-care, I wasn't going to make it to the party. I am sorry in many ways that I didn't, because it was an amazing, amazing party. I know many of you were there. But because I couldn't make it, it was really important to me that I bring you more info about it in the form of this upcoming video, and that I also help promote their next party. And I want to give a shout out actually to one of my major supporters who, along with his husband, help out the show, Lance Druckerman and Gary Stewart. They're watching live. So thank you for that. So now, without further delay, let me show you my prepared video from yesterday's event, and I'll be back after that with some final words. So here we go.
So welcome everybody to the Glitz and Glam celebration. Bottom line is we really want to thank everybody for your participation. Wasn't it a great party? It was awesome. It was really, really a wonderful party. And we've done a lot of parties so far. It was really, we really appreciated all the work that was put in for it. And bottom line is that what we're going to do is we're simply going to talk a little bit, thank people. We're going to joyously empty our bank account, in terms of REAF, and give some money, not completely, but we're going to give some money away, right?
Mostly.
We're going to give a lot, mostly, and give some funds away to some wonderful beneficiaries.
I do. Well, again, thank you for coming. And we want to start by presenting a couple of checks here. We'd like to invite, I think we're going to do Let's Kick Ass first. Let's Kick Ass Palm Springs.
And let me say something. I just want to say something first. I want to explain a little bit about funding and how we work it, all right? The bottom line is that 100% of the ticket sales from the event, and not many organizations can say this, 100% goes to the organizations, right? Beneficiaries. And not to our organization, to the organizations. Goes in
we have to be clear about
yes. And on top of that, we do the auction, right? So whatever each of the organizations get in terms of auction items, they get 100% of that too. And then if REAF gets some auction items, some of that then would go to REAF in terms of the auction items in order to help pay for some additional things and to add to what we're trying to collect for a small emergency grants to help out the community. So that's how it kind of works out. So for this first one, we designated beforehand a grant level recipient and a grant level in terms of that. So Ken, you are on.
So Ken Vogelman, I'm going to invite you over here. Here's your real check. We're going to take pictures with the big check as well, which
We'll do that after.
All right, we'll do after as well. But anyway, we really appreciate what Kick-Ass does, and say a couple of words tell people what they are.
Let's Kick-Ass is Palm Springs is a social organization that we engage people with AIDS survivor syndrome, people that isolate or want to be part of our group if they're affected by HIV and AIDS in any way. And we engage them in social activities that we make. And we subsidize, we have coffees, like we have our regular monthly events like coffees, bowling. And then we also have special events that we do. We subsidize trips to like Idlewild Pride. And we've been to the Norton Simon Museum in Pasadena. We also have gone to Borrego Springs. And it's all just to get people out of their house and to be socialized and engaged in the community.
Yeah. For the people who don't know, Let's Kick Ass. The ass stands for AIDS Survivor Syndrome. And they get people out of their homes and they really socialize them. And that's so important because so many people with HIV and AIDS sit home and they feel isolated. They don't have a community. And you provide community for these people. So thank you for all of that. Yeah.
All right. And one of the things I think most of you know that REAF started, we started 32 years ago, and it was all based upon HIV and AIDS when the two moms came to us and inspired it and said, hey, let's do something to give back. And since then, it's been 32 years. And we told them we wanted to always try to, do something for HIV and AIDS until there was a cure. And it's been 32 years. They're both gone now, but we're still continuing that.
Still no cure.
There's still no cure, and we want to try to honor people and to do what we can. Before we do our next beneficiary, we happen to have some wonderful people here who put on this glitz and glam party. So we want to have a big round of applause for Steve and Rock and Cameron. Come on up, come on, Steve and Rock and Cameron, to say a few words about their experience, but also about why they're doing it. And here you go.
Yes.
Go for it.
Come on in here. I'll move over.
You speak first, Tom.
Oh my God,
Ladies
no pressure. It's been such a pleasure, first of all, to throw an event with your best friends. So key. So key. Very fun. And I got the really unique pleasure of happened to go on television and talk more about REAF and talk about the Glitz and Glam event, but also convey my personal passion towards both of these very unique and worthy causes. I love Let's Kick Ass. The AIDS survivor syndrome is so prevalent, especially here in our valley, and the services that y'all provide are really, it's that one time you never know that you're going to make a difference and get somebody out of the house. And the AIDS Memorial, oh my goodness gracious, long time, way overdue, and how neat for all of us to be such a unique part of it and be co-chairs of this really wonderful event that we can donate and get you over the hump to get this a reality. And I just love that it's a global event. And from what I understand, December 1st is going to be the unveiling at Downtown Park. And so there'll be more about that. So I think it's really important. But again, to co-host such an amazing event with your best friends and to do it in such a great way for REAF and talk more a little bit about REAF on television, about the two moms who started it, and where REAF has gone 32 years later, I think is just a tribute to both Ken and Joe and this whole house party concept. I said this on TV and I'm going to say it now. Who doesn't love a cocktail party that ends at 8 o'clock? I am just saying. So I'm going to turn it over to both Steve Campbell and to Rock Hall, the amazing house that we were able to host this lovely event in. So go ahead.
We are so lucky to be able to join our esteemed colleagues that have done this previously. Some of them are here tonight, and it's so great to be thought of. It's just a really incredible privilege for us, and it was very moving.
The thing is, it's very depressing in the world right now with politics and everything, and I think when you get depressed, the best thing to do is think about people that aren't here, number one, and there's a few that I lost and we all lost. And then if you think about the memorial and the survivors, then you think, well, if I give, it might me feel better. And it does. And I have to say, these guys, I love them because they do what they do. I was looking for him behind me. Hiding. It's like, they work so hard, and and everything goes to the beneficiaries. So who could not respect that? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll do another one.
Yes.
Is that all right?
Was that was very all right. That was wonderful. So now we're going to introduce our next beneficiary. So let's just see our next beneficiary. Who is our next beneficiary? Are they here? You know, Dan, why don't you come up? Dan Spencer, and the rest of the guys, come on up. Come on up. From the AIDS Memorial installation. As I was saying before, you know, this was really important to us. And this theme, both of our beneficiaries were dealing with people with HIV and AIDS. I think every one of us here has lost people. We've been through that pandemic before. We stopped count at 60 friends, cousins, best friends, roommates. And when finally our best friend died, that was it. And that's when we worked with the mothers. But thank God things are so much better for everybody, you know, and, you know, it's just a blessing, obviously. But we don't want to forget. And the other part too, what about the younger generation? Now, we don't have many of them here in Palm Springs, but those people, they don't know anything, right? So they don't know very much about it. So we have to educate people around it, right? And I think that's why it's so important. This memorial is so important. And there's still more money to go, all right? So there's more to be done. So we take pleasure in presenting. Where are you guys? You guys are over here. You can do this here.
All right. So the AIDS Memorial, Palm Springs AIDS Memorial Installation Project, like Joe says, is very near and dear to our hearts. And we want to give this is the real check you can take to the bank in $24,500. And we also, yes. I will say, the AIDS Memorial was our very first event, beneficiary of our very first event. We raised an amazing $30,000 at that event, hosted by Mark Pellegrino and his partner Stuart Kent. Yes. So we've got a good amount going for the AIDS Memorial, and we want to see that be a real reality.
Okay, I'll say a few words. First of all, for REAF, they were our first event doing fundraising after we really worked for many, many years just to find the land and the city support and the community support. And to have that kickoff for us was so incredibly important. And now to do this at a time when we're really working to make this all happen is so phenomenal for us. I don't talk about faith much, but I have faith that it'll be completed, right? We still need more funds, but we went ahead and said, we're getting the stone out of the quarry in Italy. We're going to start carving it, and it's going to be here later this summer. And we are fabricating the cast metal out of Chicago, and it's going to be absolutely the most beautifully reflective memorial. And the pieces will arrive later this summer. They'll start construction. A few more dollars, but we'll make it. In September and October. So first we have to build the plaza, which is all a terrazzo plaza with terrazzo seating. And then the actual column is part of the fabrication in Italy. They are fabricating it over there so that they can make sure that it all fits together over there, and then all the pieces come here. Yeah. We've raised over $1 million already.
Oh, so you still need how much?
We still need 220,000. Yes. Oh. So one of the things that we're working on right now is a interview series that will be part of the online experience, and that's what we're also raising money for that, right? So what that will be is that as you approach the AIDS Memorial, there will be QR codes on the benches, and you'll be able to scan that in, and then the images of the memorial will come in front of you, and you can click on dots and hear people's stories. And so we're doing a series of interviews now. The other thing that we're doing with the online experience is a timeline, so that you can click on the timeline and see how Palm Springs
Okay, Google,
was
set the
very
thermostat to 74.
supportive, and that's why we have the community that we have now, right? And so it started in the 80s, and that timeline will follow you through. So you'll see when the organization started, the highlights of the different things that were really along the years, and you'll be able to educate people about services available to you right now. So that's part of the educational piece, both for the youth, but also for people that are interacting with the memorial, whether it's online or whether it's at the memorial site itself. Yes, so the city donated the land. That was one of the big kind of research things we did early on, and once the park got started, that was a key for us, is that we wanted it to be in a very public place. And the downtown park took a number of years to build, but we identified a site that we wanted, and the city said yes. So the land, and then the city has also given us $125,000 for installation costs. So anyway, these guys are now number one. So it's really just really so wonderful. So thank you so much.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh, I'm really just so touched by that ceremony, and just so grateful that I could bring all of you more information about the all three charitable organizations that are working to empower each other. So in my final minutes, I just want to thank somebody that's come on board as a brand new supporter of my network, and she doesn't know I'm doing this, but I'm gonna bring her image up on the screen, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the image. So here we go. Let me see here. Okay, so look folks, I'm the director, I'm the producer, I'm the host, I'm doing it all at the same time. So I want to go here, and then here, and then here. Okay. So you are looking at my new BFF, Dana Manciogli. I've heard her last name out loud once, so I hope I pronounced it right. So I met her because she is on the task force for the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial. But you know how you meet someone and you feel like they were your best friend waiting for you to show up your whole life? She's one of those people. So not only did she come on board PromoHomo.TV as a patron, but she also bought my own book, which is a Living Powerfully with HIV memoir called Life Positive, A Journey to the Center of My Heart. And so I thank all my patrons in different ways over time, and you're going to see a lot of them right now in the closing credits. So big love and hugs to Dana, and to everyone that supports this show. And remember, this isn't being broadcast to YouTube, so please share it. And if you're interested in Pink Saturday 4 coming up on June 6th, then once again, you just want to go to this website. Where is it? Oh, just 1 second. Where is it? There we go. Go to REAF.org. In upcoming events, you can find the poster for Pink Saturday 4 and learn all about it. On the homepage of PromoHomo.TV is a feature story that reviews everything we just talked about. So with that, I really want to thank you for watching, and I'm going to see y'all next time. Yep, here we go. Next time.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired. find my path, see the planet.
I want to thank you for watching and take a moment to thank my media partners. KGay 103.1 Palm Springs. Ask your smart speaker to open KGAY. GayDesertGuide.lgbt. The Palm Springs Post, locally owned neighborhood news. And Pink Media. Find them at pinkmedia.lgbt. PromoHomo.TV is a mission-driven online television network now streaming worldwide, spotlighting the people, stories, and culture shaping our LGBTQ+ community. To submit a spotlight, share a story idea, or shop mission-driven merch, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. That's PromoHomo.TV/empower. Find full episodes on the homepage of PromoHomo.TV.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Samo.
And I'm Kelly Watson. We love supporting PromoHomo.TV and Nicholas's work. The importance of LGBTQ media cannot be overemphasized.
And Nicholas makes this world a better place for all of us.